Hey guys, I wanted to do a college advice video. This video was recommended by Beckabrooke. I'll link her channel in the description box below. So some of you know that I'm already in college, and I kind of know how the motions go. And I love college. I really do. I've never done anything on my own. I've never lived on my own, and college really opened that door, and I could not be happier. Um, for incoming freshmen, um, it going to college may seem a little scary, and that's completely normal. I was scared to death. Like, honestly, I was excited, but I was scared to death. I would have nightmares at night of thinking of bad things that could potentially happen. But you just need to kind of prioritize your time. That's a big one. Time management is a very big, important part of college, because you need to know when you have time to study, time to hang out with your friends, have time to just relax, do whatever. Um, as for living on campus, I kind of had an interesting experience last year, because my freshman year was very scattered, and it was really bizarre. Because my roommate at the beginning was not my roommate when I moved out of my dorm in May of this year. Um, because and really, you just need to find that medium in both of your personalities to figure out how you get along. And for me, that was very difficult at first. I love her to death. I still see her sometimes, but it the relationship with my roommate at the time was at the beginning it was awesome, getting along, but towards the end of the semester it was just kind of we weren't talking at all, no communication at all. Things were being said silently and behind people's backs, and it was just not a good environment for both of us. And she ended up leaving in the middle of the second semester. So I was alone, and basically I just had my own space. I kind of spread everything out, stuff like that. And it was awesome. I was really at first I was really upset that she left. I was crying. I was angry. I was just, a whole bunch of emotions. I wouldn't talk to her, nothing. And then once I got used to living on my own, because I was scared. I was scared even when even when I did have a roommate. I was scared to sleep in the dark. So but yeah. Anyway, I got a new roommate, and towards the end of 3 weeks before this, we were supposed to move out, which was really sketchy and really weird, and I don't know why housing did that. But anyway, dorming isn't dorming's really fun. It is you just need to know what to do, what's best for you, how to handle things. School wise, I think the work, depending on your major, if you're majoring in something in health or medical anything, it's going to be a pretty big workload. I know a couple people who are doing that, and it's crazy amount of work that they're doing. But if you're doing something like, I don't know, like, regardless, it depends on like what your major. It depends on what you're majoring in, and once you get into your major classes, and you understand everything, and you know the basics and everything, it'll just go like that. But you do have to figure out like when, like I said before, like time management. When are you gonna write your 5-page papers that are due in like 2 days, stuff like that? Because you don't. I mean, honestly, you don't want to be at home, like in your dorm or apartment or wherever you're living, on a Friday night writing papers. Like, I honestly would not. That's not fun to me. But I think like also on that note, like doing your homework like in the daytime is better than doing it in the nighttime, because you're going out with your friends at night, you're doing this and that and the other thing, which I think is more beneficial towards you, because you can actually do stuff that your friends want to do at the time. And then on the next subject of like boys in college, always, it's really funny because I'm friends with a lot of guys, like in the dorms and just on campus in general. So it's really funny to me. Like at first they will flirt with you and try to get your number, and they'll try to give you yours and flirt, whatever. But then like once like they like get to know you, it's like your best friends, like, and you can talk to them about anything, which is awesome. Because I have a couple guy friends and like that. And as far as boyfriends go, I don't like. It's really hard. Like if you're with somebody from your high school and you want to stay together in college, like I'm all for it. Like depending on like your situation, like if you are so like hopelessly in love or whatever, then try it, see what happens. But distance. They say distance makes the heart go fonder, so might as well try it. I didn't think that worked for me. I didn't think that worked for me because, like, my boyfriend lives far away, and there's just a lot of other stuff that goes along with that. So I'm just kind of like trying to be by myself, trying to say like, oh, I'm like, I don't want to date anybody, but it's just like I don't want to. I'll still hang out with you, and I'll still flirt with you, nonetheless. But yeah, and you know, you could always invite your boyfriend over and hang out and stuff like that. As far as friends go and like activities in school, like meeting friends and stuff, get involved in clubs, or groups like sororities, fraternities. I mean, I'm not a big fan of them, but I know a bunch of people who are in like sororities and fraternities, and they meet like their best friends in those groups. And I think it's really important to join a club, because then that's the basis. Like you'll have things in common with them, and you'll like meet other people that you could be introduced to by them, stuff like that. And there's also, if you are dorming, you can like meet a lot of people on your floor, or in your building, or just walking down like the street. And it's like really easy to like find someone to hang out with, stuff like that. There usually is like pages on like social media sites like Twitter, Facebook, stuff like that, everywhere for like each college, as far as I know. And they kind of like each graduation year, they make a group, and like they all try to get everyone together and like say like, oh, I have this class with, does anybody have this class, or I need this book, does anyone know where I can get this book? I think that's also just like a common interest is a really good way to find friends. And yeah, let's see what else. Roommates. Oh, roommates. I think roommates are really important. They, oh, shit.